Hello and welcome to Plague Lords, and this is the prologue version of the game. So basically this is Witch Hunt, that is the name of the prologue, and if you'd like to play it for yourself, there is a link in the description. It is completely free, by the way. Yeah, completely free, because they're releasing this because they want to get feedback on what the full game should actually include, and I think that's actually very smart. So we'll see how things go. It is 1351 in Northern Europe, the 5th year since the outbreak of the Black Death. And what is it? What do you want to say now? Do I have to click this? No. Okay, there we go. I was a bit worried there for a second. Conrad, my friend, you claimed you'd gather a dozen of the best soldiers. That's right. Then please, gentlemen, tell me what exactly is wrong with this picture. I just see that 2 of the elite thugs hired by my family have been torn to pieces. These men cost us a fortune, and they started dying before they even got to the job. Did you 2 find anything? The forces were unequal. It looked like Stutterer, Bruno, and Curly were defending themselves. Few will believe that. The attackers had no weapons. Looks like some deserters were robbing the locals and slaughtered anyone who tried to resist. 1,000 bloody devils. God be my witness, our mission couldn't have started any worse. There are signs of a third. If Bruno got out, tracking him won't be difficult. We could have handled this ourselves. You should have stayed with the main unit. No way. I want to see who's trying to stop me. Plague take them. Let's go. Okay, so as you can tell, you are now in control of a small band of trained soldiers, and we now have to explore and see what's going on. So, to select a unit, you can click on it on the playing field, select the shield with its number in the unit panel in the upper right corner, or press Tab to cycle through the units. The action panel at the bottom of the screen will show everything the unit can do in the current map field. To move a unit, right-click on the destination. If it has enough movement points, it will move to the designated spot. The amount of AP, along with any factors affecting speed, such as heavy armor, overload, or fatigue, will be shown on the unit's number shield. If a unit runs out of action points, the end turn button will turn green, or the turn will end automatically if auto end turn is enabled in the settings. A yellow end turn button means not all units have completed their move. All tutorials, quests, and other game information can be found in your journal in the upper left of the screen. Okay, so let's actually see what happens here. So who do we have currently? Who do we have currently selected? Oh no, everyone is selected. Okay, fantastic, good to know. I was actually thinking that we'd move them separately, but no, we are moving every single person. So that's nice. Okay, so we've moved everyone, and now we press space, which I actually very much appreciate there being an actually proper keybind for end turn. I'm not a big fan of return or the numpad enter being next turn. I don't know. It's just very annoying to move my hand away from the mouse. I don't know. That's probably just a little pet peeve of mine. But anyway, end turn. And now it's morning, so it was nighttime before. The tracks lead southeast of the found remains. Let's hope our guy survived. And I moved northeast. Oh, that's hilarious. Let's go down to the southeast. Ah, here we go. We've actually found something here. There are more bodies here. What a massacre. This time it's only locals. The first attack was likely a surprise, but now our guy was ready for it. He'd better survive. I need to know what the hell happened here. There's a farm nearby. It looks like the tracks lead there. He might be injured. We'd better find him quickly. Or at least what's left of him. Alright, so collecting trophies and overload. Wherever the unit moves, its available actions will be shown in the bottom panel. Actions related to terrain will appear on the left, and actions related to the unit on the right. Okay, let me see if I actually understand that real quick. Actions related to terrain. Okay, okay, I understand. Okay. If there is something valuable in the tile the unit occupies, an icon will appear on the unit panel. Collected items go into the unit's inventory. Be careful not to exceed the unit's carry capacity. When overloaded, characters consume stamina faster, and if any of them runs out of stamina, the entire unit will stop. Carry capacity, or the number of inventory slots, is based on the combined strength of all characters in the unit. Item weight does not matter, only the volume they occupy. Okay, I'm not sure if there's a difference. There probably is. To discard unwanted items, click on them in the inventory screen with the, well, actually in the inventory with the middle mouse button and confirm deletion. Dropped items will remain on the ground for several more days before disappearing. Right, so we have, as you can see, water here, and as a result, that begs the question, oh yes indeed, there is a hunger and thirst meter in this game. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. Okay, so as you can see here, we can collect found items with one. I think we will probably do that. As you can see, we have firewood, and we have a worn vest. We will take all. No idea how he survived that bloodbath. I have no idea what he said. Apparently that went a little bit too quickly for my liking, but there you go. Okay, so the question is, can I wear this? Is there a way for me to... Ah, here we go, here we go, here we go. Alright, no. Every single person seems to actually have something that they're wearing already. And it appears that it's better than what we have. That same farm. It's quiet here. I hope Bruno finished off all the bastards. I don't want any surprises. You won't find better shelter. Search everything here, but keep it quiet. Maybe we should wait for the main unit. Who knows what's going on here? He might not live to see them arrive, and there are too few of us left to lose people like this. Alright, so this is where we obviously get taught about food and drink, and it helps your characters stay strong and endure longer. By opening a character's scroll, you can check their current condition and see their fatigue and hunger levels. The health and energy bars next to the character's portrait will be bright when they're well fed and hydrated. Their wounds will heal faster, and they'll have enough stamina for long journeys. If the hunger and thirst bars are dim, health and energy will recover slower, and the character's morale will drop due to starvation. I think this might be a little bit too obtuse, as in, I think it might be a little bit too difficult to tell when that is happening. Maybe not. Let's just see what happens, because we obviously don't know when it looks like it's dim. We'll see, I suppose, in time. The best way to quickly recover a tired or wounded character is to make camp, feed them found or cooked food, or leave them in the infirmary under the care of your healer. Okay, so apparently we're going to get a healer at some point in the future. Make camp. Okay, I see. So making camp. How do I make camp with this? Yeah. If you don't want to keep track of hunger and thirst levels manually, you can enable automatic feeding in the camp settings, so characters take care of their own needs. Well, yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to do, because I am terrible at these kinds of little micromanagey things. Okay, so we can actually chop trees down, as you can see right here. I'm not sure what that's going to provide us. Probably firewood or something like that, I assume. Maybe. Okay. The farm seems abandoned. Search buildings on the farm. Okay, so in other words, go here and search this. What is this? Search. There we go. Conrad and the others begin to search the house. It's worth being careful. Nobody knows what's hiding in the dark corners. An old chest or an infected villager. Okay, so it's going to take 3 turns for us to inspect this. Is that true? Yes, apparently it is. Okay, so in other words, I now need to press and turn and continue onward. Okay. Yes, so as you can see here, the bar is proceeding along. What is this? Volley. Okay, so that's enabling us to potentially attack something in the distance. I'm here. Damn, I was starting to think I was seeing things. Finally, looks like he's alive. Help him up. What the hell was that slaughter? What's going on here? Hell if I know what's going on here. Oh, shall we say, hell if I know what's happening here, even. It was like those bastards were waiting for us in the dark. Stutterer shouted at them, and they just charged like madmen. By the time we reached for our swords, each of us already had a bunch of those freaks clinging to us. They didn't say a word, just growled and bit, like animals. Butcher would have figured it out. You don't need a healer to see they're plague-ridden. Seems reason enough to go wild. Grab anything useful. Looks like the owners won't be needing it anymore. Okay, in the character scroll next to the portrait, you can see the equipment along with its attack and defense values. If the scroll is open and the character is selected, right-clicking on an item in the party's inventory will automatically equip it in the appropriate slot. Okay, so wait a second. In the character scroll next to the portrait? What do you mean? I'm actually not entirely sure. A character scroll. Oh, so you mean this? Because there's actually a scroll on this. Okay, I understand. Okay, so if the scroll is open, well, I don't actually think it is open. I'm not entirely sure, actually, right now. Wait a minute. Let me just see here. Some weapons and gear require specific character skills. These are listed in the tooltip, and the character only needs one of the listed skills at the required level to use the item. Okay, so wait a second. I see. So this is what it looks like when this is open. And so when this is open, we can then right-click on any of the things in the inventory, and that will automatically equip whatever it is. Okay, I think I understand that now. Keep an eye on your gear's condition. Armor and weapons wear down with use. To repair equipment, use the proper repair kits. If an item is completely broken, you can restore it at the workshop, though you'll need extra materials. Okay, and your people will automatically equip weapons when danger arises or pick up tools before starting work, as long as the necessary items are in the party's inventory. If you prefer manual control over resources, food, and gear, you can disable automatic management in the camp settings under the journal. Okay, yeah, no, I am perfectly fine with that. Feed and give water to the one we found. Most importantly, arm them before. Okay, so in other words, if I click on this guy, you can see that I can now open his scroll. So this is his character scroll. And you can see here that we could potentially equip him with the worn vest, but he is actually already wearing worn mail, so we don't need to worry about that. We don't need to give him firewood or anything like that either. The question is, does anyone else? Okay, yeah, no. This guy's using arrows, he's using a bow. This guy does not have a sword or anything like that, so we should probably give him a sword, shouldn't we? So, there you go. Yeah, that's fair. One of the creatures followed me all the way to the farm. It's probably still lurking around somewhere around there. We don't know how many there are. Best to handle this quietly. Scouts, check the area. And I wouldn't wait for it to sink its teeth into someone's throat. Agreed. Let's not take chances. Keep your arrows ready. Alright, so right-click on a group of enemies and your squad will charge into battle in combat mode. In this attack, warriors with melee weapons automatically move to the front row and are more likely to be wounded. Marksmen, workers, and unarmed members also attack, but the front row provides them cover. If there are archers in the squad, they can always fire in an arc without engaging in melee. Use the volley button, which we saw earlier, in the squad panel for this. If they have enough arrows, they can significantly reduce the enemy's numbers before combat begins. To improve your squad's odds in melee combat, you can prepare by building small fortifications, traps, or barricading the occupied building. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. The enemy won't wait for you to finish your defenses, so stakes and barricades should be prepared in advance at the workshops. Okay, very, very interesting. Okay, so do we actually have anything else that I can provide him here? I can give him a shield. He does not have shielding ability. He does not have the ability to equip that. It doesn't seem like anyone has the ability to equip this, which is very surprising. Ah, this guy does. There we go. We can actually equip him with that shield. So there we go. Absolutely perfect. Okay. Yeah, it's good that I actually checked that. Decide what to do with the stranger. It could be a simple peasant. Which stranger? It could be a simple peasant or one of the something or others. Okay, wait a minute. Right? I don't actually understand. Where is the guy? I don't see... Do we have to... next... No. Okay, I think I should probably leave from here, right? Wait, let me actually just see here. Did they say where we needed to go, by the way? I think they did. Oh, dearie me. I think they actually did. Oh, no, here we go. Hey, looks like that same bastard. He got worked over pretty good. He's barely moving. Could be a trick. How did he survive all those wounds? No idea. Let's put him out of his misery before he calls for backup. Ah, and there he is. Oh, okay, okay. I see, I see. So, here we go. Now we can actually do some volley if we want to, but I don't know whether that's really necessary. I'm not sure whether this particular enemy has more than just one person in it, in the party, if you know what I mean. I think we're probably just going to attack them like this. There we go. All right. So, let's have a look. So what can we do? This guy has range. Doesn't he have range? What's this? Retreat. Step back. Counterattack. Skip turn. Sortie. What's that? Okay. And attack. Okay, yeah, I guess just normal. Oh, what? That was insanely fast. Okay, that was insanely fast. I was not expecting that. Clean work, but that definitely wasn't the last. The rest of them are out there, and who knows how many. Let's not repeat past mistakes. Stick together and don't hesitate. We've already lost 2. We're ready. Just give the signal. A character with sufficient leadership skills can equip a banner, turning a chaotic combat into a tactical battle. In tactical mode, your squad take turns attacking, choosing favorable targets, and using special combat abilities. There are front and back lines in battle. Warriors in the front line take more hits but protect archers and workers in the back. The tighter the front line, the fewer attacks will slip through. All infected have 1 counterattack per turn, indicated by a white skull above their head. Okay, ooh, that's going to be interesting to try to absorb that, I guess. Special attacks of warriors and archers take several turns to recharge and require enough stamina as well as time since the last use. Morale is needed for warriors' special attacks, which become available as characters develop their combat skills. It increases when squads win battles, rest in camp, or enjoy a good meal. Right. Okay, so the tracks lead... here we go. The tracks lead further northwest of the abandoned farm. Okay, so in other words, come over this way. It's now evening. I'm a little bit worried about traveling at night, to be honest. I feel like that's probably pretty harsh. Because if we get attacked by whatever these guys are, zombies, I guess. If we get attacked by them, we are probably going to have some issues. What is that? Moving into the trees. Oh, wow, it's even worse now. Look at this. They've actually brought out their torches as well. This is interesting. Okay, I actually might want to just stay here for a second. Is it still night? Oh no, are you joking? Why? Oh no, they want it to be night, don't they? This is very bad. Okay, northwest of the farm. I guess I should move this way, shouldn't I? Yeah, there we go. Okay, now it's morning. Oh, whew. Okay, I'm actually very, very pleased that it is now morning. I was a bit worried there for a second. Hello there, there's a merchant's cart. We can do nothing with it by the looks of things. Quiet now. An inn, and not a soul in sight. This definitely feels like an ambush. I can feel eyes on us. We're going in, but be ready for anything. Active and completed quests are stored in the squad journal. There you'll also find other useful information, including tutorials. You can open the quest section from the journal or by clicking on any quest. Story quests not only move the main plot forward, but also unlock new gameplay elements and possibly new dangers. Side quests don't affect the storyline, but help you solve problems within the camp and among characters. The character completing the quest will gain bonus experience in a specific skill, and the rest of the squad will receive a reward. Each quest is linked to specific characters who must be part of the squad completing it. Their portraits are shown in the quest description. Oh, wow. Okay, that's very complicated. Hopefully it's going to be easier than it sounds. We'll see. If a quest has a directional marker, clicking on the squad will show it with an arrow on the party selection ring. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what we saw earlier. Okay, so in other words, I suppose we should go into the empty tavern, or over here, or wait, where do we have to go, actually? Let me see. Where does it actually say that we have to go here? Because we can go in here, as you can see, we can actually go in here, we can search this if we want to. We can start adventure. Oh, so there is a quest actually in here. The dim room looked abandoned. The tables that the diligent housekeeper should have cleared were cluttered with rotten, grimy dishes, and the hearth had long gone cold. A staircase led to the second floor, where at most a couple of rooms could fit, enough for those who could afford a night not in a stable or beneath a wagon. Okay, so we can search the hall and rooms. We can use Ranger 1 skill to let the scouts go in first. We can use a large unit to storm the rooms one by one, shields up. Let the scouts go in first. Here we go. Perhaps this is why scouts avoid heavy armor. Better to trust one's instincts than a coat of mail. With a few silent hand signals, the light-footed climbed swiftly up the stairs, while the rest moved through the lower hall, quiet but not nearly as quick. The ground floor was empty and the upstairs doors were already being checked and listened to. Moments later, one of the scouts returned, signaling a warning. Someone was hiding upstairs. Okay, so let's have a look. Attack before they realize we're here. Someone? The question is, what someone? So I think we should attack before they realize we're here. The tavern turned out to be far less abandoned than anyone had thought. The crash of splintering doors gave way to growls, then to the thudding of footsteps and the mercenaries' screams. Panicked, they leapt from staircases and upended furniture in the dining hall, scrambling to throw together some kind of defense. But there were too many infected. Really? Are you serious? Are we dead? Okay. Well, that's not particularly good, is it? No, that's not particularly good at all. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to attack, right? We're going to attack, I assume? So let's attack. I don't know what we are going to attack. I mean, it looks as though... I mean, they all have about the same... Yeah, they all have about the same damage that we're going to get out here. Yeah, as you can see, we are going to be taking some damage as a result too. We should probably focus on all the same ones, right? So that we can murder them as best as we can. Okay, so we've attacked every single one of them. Now the question is, can we step back? Yes, we can. And I don't think we can attack anymore. There is a hidden ability. Ability conditions not met. Okay, that's going to be interesting. So we can step back and step forward, I believe. Yes. Okay, so that guy literally just does that. Okay, so we're going to end the turn and we're going to see how things play out. As you can see, they're all attacking our archer, which is not exactly good. A question. Okay, I've got a question right now. How do we tell how healthy these guys are? Because it's not the... I don't think it's the red bar, right? Is it the red bar? It might be. No, I think it might be the red bar. Okay. Okay, interesting. Alright. So, yeah, now we can attack again. So, let's attack here. And we're going to get counterattacked, obviously, a little bit, but that's okay. We can do some damage. Do some more damage. I think we're going to be fine. I mean, it's very much just a case of us being able to sustain this damage that we're taking right now. There we go. Good damage right there. And now maybe we can finish off the last one. And there we have. There we have a victory. Very nice. They rushed us like madmen. Is anyone hurt? Nothing serious. Just a few scratches. No armor. Not even knives. They fight with claws and teeth like wild animals. There are a lot more tracks in the street. The main pack must be nearby. If they're all fighting with claws and teeth, we'll put them down quick. Just don't let them touch you, or you'll catch the plague. Come on, let's finish this. A character's attributes define their role in the camp. Strong ones can carry more, wear heavy armor, or wield halberds. Wise ones progress faster in their craft, and agile ones can scout ahead or escape pursuers. Okay, so in other words, we want a mixture of everything. However, at this point in time, I'm actually feeling like strong ones are probably the way to go. But obviously, I don't know. Maybe there are a couple of events where the other two archetypes can really come in handy. High values and specific skills allow a character to equip better armor and weapons or use sturdier tools. All skills are grouped in sets of 3. Ranging from basic roles like lumberjack to true masters of their craft. Wisdom determines how many skill slots are available. Okay, that's Interesting. I'm not sure how that's really going to work, but I guess we'll find out soon. Crafting skills let your characters forge weapons and gear in the workshop, gather resources more efficiently, or cook up useful meals. You'll be able to try out all 30 professions in the full game. 30? That is an insane number. That is an insane number. Professions like Hunter, Pathfinder, or Scout unlock additional options such as scouting and setting traps. Well, setting traps could definitely make a big difference. Okay, so the question is, do we want to search? Do we want to search here? Begin to search the house. Okay, yeah, I mean, we might as well. It's only going to take 2 turns, so why not, right? I doubt we're going to be attacked. And we are getting some old cheese, which is relatively nice. And what are we getting? Cloth, which is miscellaneous. Okay, that's absolutely fine. All right, so the find pointed to the location east of the inn. Okay, so we're going to go east. Let's make sure we know what we're doing here. So we can split the party as well if we want to. Oh, hello, wait a minute. Okay, we've got some enemies straight away. Let's use a volley on them. Boom. Okay, that was some big damage from the volley there. Or at least I hope so. It doesn't look as though it did any damage, hilariously enough. Because you can see here their HP doesn't seem to really go down that much, funnily enough. Not sure why that might be, but I don't know. Maybe it's just not that reactive right now, but I guess we'll see. There we go. Nice, good damage. I believe we can now do this. We're going to be taking a little bit of damage here and there, but thankfully we killed another one. Nice. Nice kill. And nice kill. There we go. And a decent victory. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so apparently there isn't really that much that I can do in regards to positioning and stuff like that. It feels to me like we just, we just click on them and they just die, or we die. I'm not entirely sure if there is anything extra. I'm maybe not using all of the commands that I potentially could. Looks like they're all down. A couple dozen for R2. Fair trade. Another dozen bastards. Conrad, your people are finally starting to earn their keep. I doubt any of us dreamed of butchering a dozen peasants. And these aren't the last. You see the tower nearby? I hope this is the end of it. Feels like it's just beginning. Good thing I'm not paying you per head. Okay, so we have construction now. Oh, okay, interesting. If a unit is within the camp's territory in an area suitable for construction, the corresponding icons will appear in the unit panel. First, you'll need to turn the tower into the camp's center to unlock building. A construction site must be cleared of trees and rocks, have at least one open exit, and be connected to the camp center via streets or buildings. This is very intricate. The number of available building plots depends on the camp type. The camp near the old tower, for example, offers little buildable land. The larger the camp, the more people will be needed to defend it. Okay, let me see if I understand this. Maybe. A character with construction skills will greatly speed up the building of tents and defenses. More complex structures in the full game will require the skills of a mason or an engineer. Okay, so where do we need to go? Over here? Ah, hello. Okay, so there's the tower. And I'm assuming we can go in here. There should be a door here somewhere, most likely a strong one. We should take a look. Okay, well, we obviously just have to wait. Ah, wait a minute. We've got more zombies. Okay, let's use our volley attack on them. Nice. That was actually some big damage right there. So yeah, as you can see, we do have the ability to skip turn. We can do counterattack, so we can double counterattack on all attacks during the enemy's next turn. Okay. And then we can do sortie, attacks 3 random targets in the thick of battle without receiving a counterattack. We can use this for 30 energy points. Technically, that would be a good idea. So let's do that. Wow, that actually worked exceedingly well, but obviously we used some energy. As you can see, Conrad's now used some energy, but that's okay because he can regain it over time. Alright. So let's just do next turn, and then we'll get our movement points back, hopefully. It's not that easy to get in. They didn't seem to be expecting... Okay, wait a minute. I'm not entirely sure. Here we go. Never mind. Hey, what kind of fight did you start this time? The screaming could be heard from miles off. No need to rush. Looks like they handled it themselves. Whoa, now this is a palace. Well, we missed the fight, but we'll still have time to grab the best beds. Finally, I thought you'd run off with our stuff. I'd laugh, but we left a dozen corpses behind us. Yeah, we weren't bored either. Mirror Curly and Stutterer. They were the first to experience the locals' hospitality. A shame, they were bold guys. Let's find them a more scenic resting place. Yes, but only after we set up camp. The tower is locked, but there's no better place for defense. Tie a couple of logs together. Whoever reinforced that door, it wasn't built to withstand a ram. Okay. To merge squads or transfer items, simply drag one squad onto another. To split a squad, hold shift and yes. Okay, that's fine. To move items or characters between squads, right-click their icon. Filters in the exchange panel let you quickly transfer groups. Aha. All soldiers to the right squad, all supplies to the left. Okay, so... drag them on each other? How do I... Okay. I'm not entirely sure. Yes? No? How does... am I stupid? Yes, probably. Am I not allowed to... move all characters to the left, move all warriors to the right? There we go. Okay, that's... okay, I think that... I'm gonna say it right now. I think that this particular system needs a little bit of changing to it, because yeah, okay, fine. It seems to be working a little bit better now that I know what to do, but a bit weird, really. Okay, so let's see. We should probably try to chop down some trees, right? And that's exactly what we're doing right now. We're gonna chop down some trees. Hopefully, we're not going to be attacked while we're working on this. Especially considering it's nighttime right now. We probably don't want to be caught off guard. Oh, it's very cool that the tree actually falls over, though. That's really, really nice. That's a nice detail, to be honest. Let's just try to get a little bit more. And as you can see, we now have a little bit more inventory space as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I think we're doing fine. Now, how do we actually construct something? That's the question here. Abandoned clearing. The tower door, most of the... Okay, wait, let me actually just have a look. But a few logs fashioned into a ram will quickly clear the way. Okay, so the question is... how do I get logs apart from cutting down trees? I mean, I'm attempting to do so right now, as you can see. So... okay, there we go. We've got some more logs. Very nice. And we're cutting it again. Okay, very nice. Abundant resource. Yeah, it is very abundant, isn't it? Okay, so far we're just absorbing huge amounts of time right now, which I'm a little bit worried about, to be honest. Okay, so the question is, where is the crafting menu? Buildings? No. No, as you can see right here, we don't have anything available here. There's the roster. Quests. Okay, the question is, I have no idea how to get the crafting menu, and they don't tell you, unfortunately. It doesn't seem like it, at least. I mean, you can see here, you can access the buildings menu just by pressing B. And then you have a map, which you can take a look at. I actually really like the map. I like the way that the map is actually made here, because you can see where all the trees are. You can see the you know, where obviously where the tavern was and everything. But yeah, anyway, I guess I'll just continue to cut down trees. I mean, that seems to be the only thing I can really do right now, and hopefully that's going to provide us with the answer, because we might need more logs. That could possibly be the case. I am a little bit dubious about that, to be honest. I feel like that's probably not going to be the case. No chance. I'm not moving till I rest and eat. Okay. That's fine, I suppose. But yeah, I am now very much over encumbered by huge amounts of raw materials in terms of logs, of course. No chance. I'm not moving until I rest and eat. Okay. Yeah. Well, why don't you rest then? Yeah. Let's just have him rest. Okay. There we go. They're all resting now. That's good. So the question remains: is there something? Am I missing something right now? I think I am probably missing something, right? What about if we move now? If I move now, it's not that easy to get in. They didn't seem to be expecting this. Okay, so the question is... yeah. I mean, I can do this. This is the inventory. This guy's a builder. Conrad's a builder, actually. Oh, wait. Here's a wooden hammer. Can we... do I need to actually equip this? Like, specifically equip this to be able to, you know, make stuff? Surely not, right? No, it just says that I can drop items. So I can literally just drop items like that, and then they get dropped. Okay. But we're not using the sword right now. Okay, let's do that and this. Okay. Okay. Yes, unfortunate for me that I don't think I'm going to be able to work out how to do this without... I mean, look, I found this, obviously, and then we can select all the different people and everything, and we, you know, that's all very well and good, but unfortunately we don't have the crafting menu. I'm not entirely sure how to find the crafting menu. You know what? Let me actually just look at the settings. Maybe that's going to actually provide us with the controls. No? Okay. They did not give us the controls. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? It was actually looking pretty cool so far, and actually very much think that the game is looking, I think, pretty fun. Obviously, I'm not entirely sure about the combat system right now, because the combat, you don't really move around or anything like that. There's no real strategic positioning or anything. It's basically just like numbers. So if you have more numbers than the opponent, either in terms of stats or in terms of actual numbers, in terms of troops, then you're probably going to end up achieving victory. However, I do like the crafting, or shall we say the idea of the crafting, because I can't figure out how to do that. Collect water. Okay, we collected water at least. Collect found items. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, so we got some stuff. Collect water. I don't need to collect any more water. For some reason, Conrad is not doing particularly well. He's very thirsty. I don't know why why is he thirsty, by the way? We are collecting water right here, so why is he thirsty? I don't know. I don't actually understand that. That's a little bit weird. I guess I could try to move around a little bit more. No chance. He doesn't want to move around anymore. We have iron plates here and all this stuff. Okay. And yeah, he says that he doesn't want to move anymore. But the question is, why doesn't he want to move? Because I just collected water. Is our inventory way too full? Maybe that's it. I'm not entirely sure. But I am at a loss as to what to do now. So I will end this episode off here. If you'd like to check out the game, unfortunately, we had to end it here. I would have liked to have seen what happened when we got into the tower. But, you know, that's how it goes, I guess. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.